Om Arham and Jai Jinendra, everyone. It is really wonderful to be here speaking with you all. To our respected Samanijis, many who have travelled so far to come and join us, Om Aram Vandami Namansami. Om Aram. First and foremost, we would like to heartily congratulate our dearest, Shri Samaniji Pratibha Pragyaji, on her astounding achievement and for being the first Jain saint to achieve a PhD from a UK institution. We feel immensely proud of what you have achieved, Samaniji, and we're going to take a few minutes to explain why we feel this way. Our experiences and journey with Samaniji Pratibha Pragyaji starts from when we were very, very young and forms some of the first ever teachings we had in Jainism and the principles of ahimsa. The Jain Vishwavarti Gyanshala at the Saya Centre, and even before that, involved weekly classes led by Samaniji. As our guru and mentor for over 15 years, she has been instrumental in our spiritual growth, and we have learned much from what the JVB Gyanshala has had to offer, and the influences that the Samaniji have had permanently in our lives.
Our personal experiences at the JVB Gyanshala has allowed us to learn a lot about Jainism and what it means to practice it in real life. When we were younger, we were able to take part in many skits that helped us better understand the meaning of Jainism. The weekly classes were always a really enjoyable experience, as being led by the Samanijis, we were able to learn something new and exciting. For example, the fun we had at the yoga sessions with different sounds. We have learned many religious mantras and have been introduced to the practice of Preksha meditation, which has helped us in a practical way in our daily lives, especially while studying. Other mantras include the Upasagaram Stotra, which has inspired us to study and learn the Bhaktama Stotra and the Samyik Stotra. Some of the most enjoyable experiences include the Living a Day Like a Monk, which was an overnight youth camp, allowing us to understand the importance of austerity and self-restraint, and realise what an incredible job our Samanijis do.
In whole, the Samanijis have had an immensely positive impact in our lives, and their teachings is something that we will take with us for the rest of our days.
The teachings of ahimsa and the core tenets of Jainism cannot have been better explained by Samaniji, and we have been able to put this into practice in our daily lives. The teachings at Gyanshala has allowed us to understand what it means to be a vegetarian and why it is so important in the Jain faith. At school, we have been inspired to share these teachings through repeated vegetarian days, where meat-free menus were served at school to over 900 students.
This has helped to save countless lives of animals and brought awareness to a wider community on the practicality of our religion and how ahimsa is really an easy path to follow when under the right guidance. Telling our friends at school how important vegetarianism is to us and being able to vocalise our faith in this way of life in a manner that both reflects the moral and the environmental benefits of it has allowed us to bring awareness to many people.
It is so reassuring to have a Jain nun living in the UK who is just at the other end of the phone. Having had such a great grounding in the Jain religion by Samanijis and the Gyanshala has meant that living far from London and Reading has strengthened our devotion to the Jain principles and the Jain way of life.
More importantly, the principles of compassion, forgiveness and humility, key virtues to have in a society ridiculed with judgment, has allowed us to become better people. All actions do have repercussions, no matter who you are or how old you have become. Forgiveness and understanding, not belittlement or ridicule is what should lead in everyone's actions. The humbleness and caring attitude of the Samanijis, especially Samaniji Pratibha Pragyaji, shows that no matter your age, respect and understanding is always equal. It has made me realise that egoistic actions and arrogance never bring positive results and hinder spiritual development.
Dearest Samanijis, we thank you for your teachings and feel endlessly blessed to have you in our lives. Om Araham.
Thank you both, and now can I request Rupali Dugar?
My reverence to Gurudev Mahashamanji, Mandami Namang Swami Samanijis, and all the respected ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to share one of my experiences with you today. This dates to around 4 years ago when my father was terminally ill. He was in and out of the hospital, but mostly in the majority of the time. I was with him all this time, caring for him, along with my brother and sister. It wasn't an easy journey at all. He had one complication after other, one organ failure after the other. Though I never saw any fear or sadness in his eyes, and wondered how he could even keep his sense of humor intact at such a time, because it wasn't such an easy process for me. He, after 6 long months, took Santhara and finally passed away. Having seen death and suffering so closely, I went through a lot of different emotions. I was depressed. I felt lonely because by then I had lost both my parents in a very short period of time. I was also scared. I was scared because I knew I was nowhere as strong as my dad. And what if I had to face a similar situation somewhere later in life? Around this time, when Samaniji Pratibha Prakyaji came to know of this, she called me on the phone. And I'm ever so grateful for her having done this. She consoled me. She explained to me that as my father had passed away in Santhara, he had not only freed himself of the sufferings of this life, but had also destroyed the rebirth influencing karmas of the next life. She also went on to explain that such a beautiful death was something that should be celebrated with joy, and not one to be mourned at. Such were her powerful and impactful words that it changed my whole outlook towards the event. I felt less sorry for myself and more happy for my father, knowing that he was blessed and at peace. That day also made me realize that no amount of money, power, or influence you have accumulated all your life will help you on the deathbed. And no matter what, we will all be there one day. What will help though is the spiritual investment that we have made for ourselves and the investment into our spiritual leaders who will help us accomplish it. I have always been very proud of being born into a Jain religion, and I feel even more blessed to have spiritual leaders like Samanijis guiding us here all the way in London. I convey my deepest regards to all of them and wish you all a happy, peaceful and blissful life. Om.
Thank you, Rupali Bhavi, for a very personal, heartfelt message, I think. Can we have another big Om Arham? I think that was really touching. Lastly, may I request the young at heart, Pravin Uncle Mehta, to please come and share his experience with us.